Hold up.
Hey guys, it's Jaden from Tech for Days, and today we are here with an awesome product from a new company. I haven't reviewed anything from them yet, so I'm really excited to actually test out their products in this review. This is from Gembonics. They make a whole boatload of stuff, and this thing is just a crazy external battery that we have here. It's 15,000 milliamps. It's just crazy, and this packaging is really nice right off the bat. It's very impressive. Now I do wish it actually had a seal, because this is actually how it came. It did come in a little orange envelope, but you can open it right away, so it would be cool if they actually had a seal. And let's just go ahead and dive right into this thing. So we will lift this little black box that we have here. It's a pretty awesome box. I think it looks really nice. And right off the bat, we have a nice little pouch. If you guys can see that, we have some connectors. So we have some actually really exciting stuff. This looks really awesome. So right here we have a boring user manual. Who cares about that? Let's get to the exciting stuff. We have a nice little carrying case, and wow, this thing is huge. Look at this thing. This thing is a monster. Now I think we have like a little sticker here, so we'll peel that off. This thing is truly huge. I can't even explain how big it is. It is giant, humongous. I can't even fit it in the camera shot. It's huge, and it's 15,000 milliamps. You have 2 USB ports right off the bat. It looks sick. And then right in the box, we have a little foam padding and this awesome cable. This cable is sick. Check this out. I have not seen this from a company just yet. We have a Lightning 30 pin for the iPhone 4 and 4S, and we have micro USB all in one. That's freaking sick. Good, like Gembonics should be the lord of external batteries right there, just for including this, because usually external battery companies just include a micro USB and they be done with it. That's it. But here you can charge any phone with these. Literally pretty much any smartphone you can charge. iPhone, Android, perfect. Android pretty much uses nothing but micro USB. And then here you go. You can charge your iPhone 3 or whatever you have. You can charge your iPhone 6 with all these awesome cables. That's just sick. This is like the most handiest thing and the best thing I have ever opened in an external battery. So props to them for that. That's just amazing. And this material is just really awesome. It's like a rubbery material, and it's pretty light. It does have a bit of weight to it, and it is a little bit oversized. I have seen some tinier external batteries, but compared to some of the batteries I've actually reviewed, this is pretty small. I've reviewed huge ones, such as this Skiva power boat. It's humongous. It's like a power boat, literally a power boat. It's humongous, and look how small this is compared to this. They're both 15,000 milliamp capacities, so it's really awesome how small they were able to make this thing, really. And right here, right off the bat, we have an output of 2.1 amps and an output of 1 amp. Now, I'm not gonna lie, right here, we do have some quality issues, I would say. Some of the plastics, you can tell, have some shavings left over in it, and the USBs look just a little bit crooked, just a little bit. So it's nothing to worry about, but as you can see, it's not the best quality right here on the ports. I mean, the connections are probably totally fine, but they don't fit the cutouts just as I would like them to fit for the price you do pay. So it is a premium, but I do think the ports should be just lined up a little bit better. As you guys can see, they are just a little bit crooked. I'll let that focus for a little bit, but that's really awesome that we actually have 2 USB ports, and on the bottom we have some warnings, and again we have some kind of random little like stickering, but it does tell you the capacity right here. So we have an input of DC 1 amp, an output of DC 2.1 amps, and DC 1 amp for each USB port. And then we have 15,000 milliamps in the total package. Now this thing comes in several colors. Literally, there's blue, there's black, silver, there's awesome colors. And the bottom does stay orange. These parts do stay orange, so that's just a little bit odd. I wish they were different. That would just be kind of cool if it corresponds to the color, or maybe just a different color than orange on the bottom of it. In every color, it's just a little weird. For the black, it looks awesome, but for the blue, it looks kind of like, I don't know, it just looks a little awkward, but that's just me. But the Gembonics symbol looks really sick, the feel of it, and I'm not even sure what the power button is on this thing, but right here we can tell we have some LED indicators, and I do think we actually have to plug in a USB to power this thing on. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we plug this thing in. And it doesn't turn on just yet, so we probably do have to get some power sucking from it. And here on the manual, we do have some minor information right here. It does say how to use, what you can charge, and it does say you can plug the USB into the out port and you can charge any device right here. That's what that says. And it says please fully charge the power before you use it. So you should do that before you use it, and don't use it in high temperatures or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and give this thing a nice charge, and we'll go ahead and test it out and see how much battery we can give my iPhone 5S in 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so before we go ahead and do this 5-minute charge test, I want to tell you guys something that's kind of cool and weird about this battery pack. To turn it on, you actually have to shake it, but right now it's on, so I'll wait for it to turn off. And I had to figure this out myself because I couldn't get it to work, and when I went to put it down, it magically turned on. So I started shaking it, and I don't know what brought me to do that, and it just turned on. And it doesn't even say that in the user manual. The user manual is actually kind of unhelpful, to be quite honest. There's nothing very informative in it. It just kind of warnings and such. So it doesn't tell you that you actually have to shake it for it to turn on. So it's kind of cool. It's really cool actually, but it's just weird how they actually don't, you know, advertise it. Maybe it says it on Amazon, but I think it would be smart or helpful if they put it in the actual box. So it took me some time to actually figure this out because that was pretty confusing. So now we can go ahead and continue with this 5-minute charge test. And of course we're starting with 67%, and we'll be charging via the 2.1 amp USB output. So I'm going to plug this in and start the timer, and I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Okay guys, so we are finished with the 5-minute charge test, and we actually started with 67%, so we got a 3% increase within 5 minutes, so that's actually really not bad. That's pretty good. I have received better, but since we are at a higher battery percentage, the iPhone is going to charge slightly slower, so I am not going to take that into a factor of deciding whether the battery is good or bad. I think it's totally a normal charge, which is very nice. And it is a quality charge because we were able to get an increase, and we were at over 50% because the iPhone does charge slower at over 50%, as I just said. So you do need to be aware of that. So this is a nice battery. It's not even warm yet, and we still have 4 little blue lights left. And if you do purchase this, make sure to turn it on. You actually shake it, as I showed you guys, because you might think it's broken, but it's really not. And I really love their wire setup, as I was saying in my previous unboxing. It's just been amazing so far. I can charge my iPod and I can charge my Android tablet with these at the same time if I really wanted to, and it's a really cool feature that's featured on this battery pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer to you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.